Hey everyone. In this video I wanted to talk to you about how sometimes life just doesn't work out the way that you want it to. And that's okay. There are going to be times where this happens, where things just aren't the way that we wish they were. And maybe even sometimes it could just be life smashing you with one thing after another and you feel like there isn't much you can do about it, especially in the cases where there really isn't anything you can do, where all the things are external and you have no control over them. So I wanted to make this video to talk about how this is a very real thing that happens to everyone. And when you feel like you're going through that, do not beat yourself up and don't feel alone. It literally happens to everyone on the planet. It's just most people are really good at hiding it. And I wanted to make this video because I don't want to hide that in my own life. I don't want to hide it from you guys because if you saw, I think it was my video from 2 days ago where I was talking about how I was approaching burnout with these videos or just life in general because of my job, and things just haven't been all that great for me as of late. And I actually do have a lot of control in this situation. Well, I can't say a whole lot, but basically I can get myself out of here, and I plan on doing that. I'm working towards that. But it just happens from time to time. There will be times where it feels like things aren't going the way that you want, and then one bad thing after another happens, and you feel like there isn't much you can do. I mean, with the way things have been going as of late, and me not feeling all that great, but still managing somehow to stay positive for the most part. Yesterday, I got a street sweeping ticket on top of all of it, and it made me so mad that I wanted to punch my own car because it was something yet again that I could have controlled, but I just had a brain fart and I thought that my car was already parked on the right side of the road and just decided not to move it because of that reason, and ended up getting the parking ticket, which it's not so much getting the ticket that annoys me. It's just the fact that it could have easily been avoided, but somehow I messed up. And then there's also the fact that street sweeping is a racket, if you ask me. I mean, come on, we all know that they do it purely for the tickets. It's a source of revenue for the city. They wouldn't do it otherwise because they don't even clean the freaking streets when they do it. So don't even get me started on that. It annoyed me. But basically, just getting that ticket on top of everything, I was like, really? Like, now I have to pay this fine just because I messed up one time and this stupid city policy exists and it could have been easily avoidable, but now I have to give up money to this stupid thing that I don't want to pay at all, kind of like taxes. And it was like icing on a shit sandwich. It just didn't make me feel good at all. But thankfully, I found the ticket when I was heading to the gym, so I took all of my anger and frustration out on the weights. But basically what I'm getting at is there will be times where things aren't going great, and then you get one more bad thing on top of it all, and it just makes you feel even worse. And that happens. It happens to everyone. So when you're going through that, just try to look at the bright side of things as much as possible. Don't lie to yourself, of course, but just realize that there's still good things out there and good things will come to you in the future. Whenever we feel like this, it's only ever temporary. I mean, what I'm going through right now isn't even much compared to a lot of people, but this is another mistake you don't want to make. Do not compare your own suffering to that of others, because then you'll always find somebody who has it worse than you. I mean, just off the top of my head, all of us could compare ourselves to starving children in Africa. That's, the cliche, but that's unhelpful because then you're basically saying that your own suffering has no meaning because there are people out there who have it worse than you. So don't think that way. Your suffering is uniquely your own. Never try to invalidate it just because you can compare yourself to other people who have it worse. So never make that mistake. But beyond that, just remind yourself it's only ever temporary. It goes away, just like rainy days. When you're in the middle of them and you're getting soaking wet when you're outside, it can suck, but soon enough the rain will go away, the clouds will part, and the sun will come shining through and make all that rain evaporate. The same thing happens in our own lives. If there's a bunch of crap being thrown at you and it just feels like life is constantly beating you down, it's only ever temporary. It will go away. Now, I'm not saying it won't suck when you're going through it, because it very much could. But the important thing is for you to keep being strong and to keep moving forward, because you will eventually get through that. You know how they say time heals all? That's true to an extent, but you can actually accelerate that by being strong and choosing to keep going forward and choosing to look for the bright side of things. You can speed up the process. So don't wait for time to be the thing that helps you forget your problems. Start actively, proactively working to make your life better. I know that it can be hard when things aren't great because, let's be honest, our emotions start getting the best of us and we feel so drained from everything that it makes it feel like we have no energy to even work on making things better. I understand that. That happens to me as well. But at the same time, just take small steps to make things better. For instance, in my case right now, there are very much things that I can do to make my situation better, like looking for a new job and stuff like that. But yeah, so there will always be things you can do. So just take those small steps, chip away at the things that will make your life better, and go from there. You don't have to wait for time to make everything better. But as we all know, things do tend to get better with time anyway, provided that you keep moving forward. So I just wanted to make this video as a way to, I guess, tell you you're not alone if you're in that place yourself. And I mean, it happens to everyone. So never feel like you're dealing with this stuff on your own. I'm sure almost everyone you know has been through similar phases. It's just a lot of people are really good at hiding it, and they may not want to talk about it when you're going through to help you through it because they don't want to be brought down to that emotional level as well. And I understand. So sometimes it can feel like you're alone, but you never truly are. So remember that. And just, like I said, always tell yourself that it's temporary and you will get through it. So just keep moving forward. Take it one day at a time. Anyway, I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!